Welcome to the channel. I am Dr. Sage Sr. There is a common phrase we hear all the time in our clinics. It is just part of getting old. We hear it when someone mentions their knees aching, their memory slipping, or their energy vanishing. But today, I want to challenge that mindset. While aging is an inevitable biological process, suffering through a rapid decline is not. There is a profound difference between chronological age, which is the number of candles on your birthday cake, and biological age, which is the actual condition of your internal systems. In my years of clinical practice, I have seen 70-year-olds with the cellular vitality of a 50-year-old, and unfortunately, I have seen 50-year-olds whose bodies are struggling as if they were 80. The human body is remarkably communicative. It rarely fails without warning. Instead, it sends out subtle signals, whispers that eventually turn into screams if ignored. Most people dismiss these early warnings as standard wear and tear, but in reality, these are red flags indicating that your body needs immediate intervention. In this deep dive presentation, we are going to analyze 9 specific signs of aging that you should never ignore. If you recognize these signs in yourself or a loved one, it is not a signal to give up. It is a call to action. We are going to move beyond the surface and look at what your cells, your muscles, and your metabolism are trying to tell you. Let us begin with the foundation of your physical independence, your strength and your weight. Sign number 1, a weakening grip strength. You might notice this when you are trying to open a jar of pickles, turning a stubborn doorknob, or carrying a bag of groceries from the car. Many people think this is just about hand strength, but in the medical community, we often refer to grip strength as the 6th vital sign. It is a powerful proxy for your overall biological health. Research published in prominent medical journals has shown a direct correlation between low grip strength and an increased risk of cardiovascular disease, respiratory issues, and even a shorter life expectancy. Why is this? Because your grip strength is a reflection of your total body muscle mass and your neurological coordination. When your grip fails, it often means your body is entering a state of frailty. It suggests that your muscles are losing their structural integrity. If you find yourself struggling with simple manual tasks that were easy just a year ago, your body is telling you that your musculoskeletal system is undersupported and potentially losing the battle against muscle wasting. Sign number 2, unintentional weight loss. In a society obsessed with dieting, losing weight might initially seem like a good thing. However, for those of us in the senior demographic, unexplained weight loss is one of the most significant red flags in clinical medicine. If you have lost more than 5% of your body weight within a 6-month period without trying, your body is signaling a crisis. This type of weight loss is rarely just fat. It is often the loss of lean muscle mass and bone density. This can be caused by underlying malabsorption, where your gut is no longer efficiently pulling nutrients from your food. It could also be a sign of chronic inflammation, dental issues that change how you eat, or more serious systemic conditions like undiagnosed diabetes or even early-stage malignancies. When the scale drops without effort, it means your body is in a catabolic state, essentially consuming itself for energy. This is a clear cry for help that requires a comprehensive medical evaluation and a reassessment of your protein intake and metabolic health. Sign number 3, the difficulty of standing up from a chair. I want you to think about how you get out of your favorite armchair or the driver's seat of your car. Do you spring up with ease, or do you find yourself needing to use your arms to push off the armrests or your knees? This specific movement is a test of your large muscle groups, particularly your glutes and quadriceps. The inability to rise easily from a seated position is a primary indicator of sarcopenia, which is the age-related loss of muscle mass and quality. As we age, we specifically lose our type 2 fast-twitch muscle fibers. These are the fibers responsible for power and balance. When these fibers atrophy, your risk of falling increases exponentially. Falls are the leading cause of injury-related hospitalizations for seniors in the United States. If you feel heavy or unstable when transitioning from sitting to standing, your body is warning you that your foundation is becoming unstable. It is a sign that your protein synthesis is lagging and that your physical activity levels need a strategic shift toward resistance training to reclaim your functional independence. Sign number 4. Persistent short-term memory gaps. We often joke about having a senior moment when we walk into a room and forget why we are there. In many cases, that is just a byproduct of a busy life. However, there is a threshold where forgetfulness stops being a joke and starts being a warning from your neurological system. I want you to pay attention to the nature of what you are forgetting. If you forget where you put your glasses, that is usually normal aging. But if you find yourself forgetting how to perform a task you have done for 30 years, like navigating to the grocery store or using the microwave, your brain is signaling for help. This is often a sign of reduced neuroplasticity or the early stages of cognitive impairment. Your brain requires an immense amount of blood flow and oxygen. When your memory begins to falter significantly, it could be a sign of poor vascular health or chronic neuroinflammation. It means the synapses in your hippocampus, the memory center of your brain, are struggling to fire correctly. Ignoring this sign is like ignoring a flickering light in your home. Eventually, the circuit may break. Addressing this early through cognitive stimulation, specific dietary fats, and vascular health management can make a world of difference in your long-term mental clarity. Sign number 5. Substantial hearing loss and social withdrawal. Many seniors treat hearing loss as a minor inconvenience, something they can just live with. But in the medical world, we see it as a major risk factor for cognitive decline. When you struggle to hear, your brain has to work overtime just to decode sounds. This is known as a high cognitive load. When your brain is exhausted from trying to understand a conversation at a dinner table, it has less energy available for memory and thinking. Furthermore, there is a psychological component. If you cannot hear well, you begin to withdraw from social situations. You stop calling your friends. You stop going to community events. This isolation is toxic to the human brain. Studies have shown that seniors with untreated hearing loss have a significantly higher rate of developing dementia compared to those with normal hearing. If you find yourself asking people to repeat themselves constantly or turning the television volume up to uncomfortable levels, your ears are telling you that your brain is at risk. It is not just about the volume, it is about protecting your cognitive reserve. Sign number 6. Bruises that linger and wounds that will not heal. As we age, our skin naturally becomes thinner, but your skin is also a window into your circulatory system. If you notice a bruise on your arm or leg that stays dark and purple for weeks, or if a small scratch takes a month to close, your body is telling you that your repair mechanisms are compromised. Slow healing is often a primary indicator of poor microcirculation. It means your blood is not efficiently delivering the oxygen, growth factors, and white blood cells needed for tissue repair. This can be a sign of underlying type 2 diabetes or peripheral artery disease. It can also indicate a significant deficiency in high-quality protein or essential vitamins like vitamin C and zinc, which are the building blocks of collagen. Your skin is your first line of defense. If it cannot repair itself, it is a signal that your internal organs may also be struggling to regenerate at a cellular level. Sign number 7. Significant changes in digestive patterns and urinary frequency. In the United States, we spend billions on digestive aids, but we rarely talk about what these symptoms actually mean for our aging process. If you are experiencing chronic constipation or a sudden shift in how your body processes food, it is a sign that your gut microbiome is out of balance. As Dr. Sage, I tell my patients that your gut is your second brain. An aging gut that is sluggish is often a gut that is not absorbing the nutrients you need to keep your muscles and brain healthy. Similarly, if you are waking up 4 or 5 times a night to use the restroom, it is not just an annoyance. It is a disruptor of your vital sleep cycles. This could indicate prostate issues in men or pelvic floor weakness in women, but more importantly, it means your body is failing to regulate fluid balance correctly. These are not just bathroom issues, they are metabolic issues that drain your daily energy and signal that your internal filtration system needs support. Sign number 8. Fragmented sleep and unexplained irritability. Sleep is not just rest, it is the time when your brain performs its most important maintenance. We have a system called the glymphatic system, which acts like a power wash for your brain, flushing out metabolic waste while you sleep. If you are struggling with insomnia or waking up feeling unrefreshed, those toxins stay in your system. This often manifests as a change in mood or personality. If you find yourself feeling unusually irritable, anxious, or blue, it may not be a psychological issue, it may be a physiological one. Lack of deep sleep prevents your hormones, like cortisol and melatonin, from balancing out. When your hormones are a mess, your temper becomes short and your resilience to stress vanishes. If you are no longer the calm, patient person you used to be, your body is likely crying out for better restorative cycles. It is telling you that your nervous system is stuck in a state of high alert and is desperately in need of a reset. Sign number 9. Changes in your gait and the one-leg stance test. The final sign is perhaps the most visible indicator of your biological age: how you walk. In the medical community, we measure what we call gait speed. Your walking speed is a powerful predictor of your remaining lifespan. If you find yourself shuffling your feet, taking shorter steps, or feeling like you are losing your balance on uneven surfaces, your body is sounding a major alarm. Walking is a complex task that requires perfect communication between your brain, your inner ear, your vision, and your muscles. When your gait changes, it means that communication is breaking down. I want to give you a quick test you can try right now. It is called the one-leg stance test. Stand near a sturdy table for safety and try to stand on one leg with your eyes open. If you cannot hold that position for more than 10 seconds, you are at a significantly higher risk for falls and frailty. This is a sign that your proprioception, your body's ability to sense its position in space, is failing. But here is the good news. None of these 9 signs are a life sentence. Your body possesses a remarkable ability to repair itself if you give it the right tools. To address the help your body is asking for, we must focus on 3 primary pillars of intervention. First, we must address anabolic resistance. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at turning dietary protein into muscle. This means you actually need more protein than a 20-year-old, not less. I recommend focusing on high-quality leucine-rich proteins to trigger muscle protein synthesis. Second, we must prioritize resistance training. You do not need to be a bodybuilder, but you must challenge your muscles. Lifting weights or using resistance bands sends a chemical signal to your bones to stay dense and to your brain to stay sharp. It is the closest thing we have to a literal fountain of youth. Third, we must monitor our biomarkers. You cannot manage what you do not measure. Ask your doctor for more than just a standard checkup. Look at your fasting insulin levels, your vitamin D3 levels, and your inflammatory markers like C-reactive protein. These numbers will tell you the truth about what is happening under the hood before these 9 signs even appear. We have covered a lot of ground today, from the strength of your grip to the speed of your walk, and from the clarity of your memory to the efficiency of your digestion. These 9 signs are the language of your body. When you hear that voice saying, "It is just old age," I want you to replace it with a new thought. This is an opportunity for me to intervene. Aging is a privilege that many are denied. To age with grace, strength, and a sharp mind is not a matter of luck. It is a matter of strategy. You are the CEO of your own health. My role as Dr. Sage Sr. is to provide you with the data and the clinical perspective, but you are the one who must take the action. If you recognized yourself in any of these 9 signs today, do not be discouraged. Be grateful that your body is still talking to you. It means there is still time to pivot. I want to hear from you. Which of these signs resonated with you the most? Is it your balance, your sleep, or perhaps your strength? Type the number of that sign in the comments section below. Let us start a conversation and build a community of seniors who are proactive rather than passive. If you found this information valuable, please subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell. In our upcoming sessions, we will be diving deeper into specific nutritional protocols and exercises designed specifically for the needs of the aging body. Remember, your golden years should be defined by your experiences and your wisdom, not by your limitations. Take care of your body, listen to its signals, and it will take care of you for decades to come. I am Dr. Sage Sr., and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Stay strong, stay curious, and stay healthy.